Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to dockerize .NET Core, .NET 8 Web API project with HTTPS. We will run it with HTTPS protocol. And in the previous video, we dockerized same Web API project without HTTPS. We were able to run it. So today we will see what changes we need to dockerize and run Web API project with HTTPS protocol. So let's start. So I'm going to use and refer this Microsoft documentation to generate a certificate and use the certificates on my Docker image and run the application through HTTPS protocol. And I will use that .NET Dev certificates as mentioned in the website as well for my development purpose. And here we can see that how can we create dev certificates and trust it as well. So we can use this command, but before that you can verify, you can run this command in your PowerShell terminal. Maybe just open one PowerShell terminal and run this command, and also add check keyword here. So this will check if certificate exists or not, and it will not perform any action. So if certificate is already exist, it will share some message. If it does not exist, it will show that message as well, but it will not perform any action. So let me run this command. So I can see that I already have some certificate. And in your case, if you are also having some certificates, so maybe we can delete that certificate first, because if you don't remember the password what you use for that certificate, so then in that case you can go and delete that certificate. But if you already know, you are aware of the passwords and other stuff of that certificate, then maybe you can continue with the same certificates. But to demonstrate, I am going to delete this certificate first. So let me run this command with the clean keyword. This should delete the certificate. And now if I will run check command, so I'm getting a message like no valid certificates found. So now we have done with the steps. We have verified like if any existing Dev certificates exist in my machine or not, and if it exists, I prefer to delete that, because if we don't remember that password, then we are going to use that password in next few steps. So it's better we can delete and create it again. So I am doing that way, and I deleted my existing Dev certificates. And now I am going to create a new certificate. So let's go back to Microsoft documentation, and here I am going to copy this first line, this line, and paste it here. Now this credential placeholder, now replace this with some valid password, and as we mentioned, this password we are going to use in some next steps as well. So make sure you remember your password whatever you are adding it here. And because in the we are running in the PowerShell, this percentage user profile will not work here. So instead of that, directly I can give even the valid path as well. So maybe I will copy this C user Dubey and then I will paste it here. So this is my certificate path, and let's try to hit enter. So we received a message like password generated successfully. Now we can go back to that folder location and verify if password is created or not. So ASP.NET, HTTPS, and yeah, we can see that password is created successfully. Now next step is we need to trust this certificate. So I'm going to run this next command, and it will prompt for the confirmation. So I'm clicking yes, and we have done with the trusting part of the certificate as well. Now, next step is this is a simple project what we used in our last video as well, and in the last video we generated this Docker file, which is a this is default generated Docker file through Visual Studio, and I am going to modify this Docker file. So what I'm going to do is, if you will see the steps, here we are publishing, and then we are copying our published code here in the app. So after that, I'm going to, copy my certificate as well. So for that, maybe we can create one folder in our API, and from here in the folder location, this password we can copy in our solution itself. So let's do that first. So in the solution explorer at root, maybe let's create a new folder, and maybe we can give name mm, certificates, and let's add the certificate what we newly generated. Let me copy this and paste it here. So now this certificate is also exist at the same certificate folder is also exist at same level where we are having the Docker file. And now in the Docker file, I'm going to add just two steps. Like after when we are copying this publishing code to this app publish, let's copy certificates as well in the app certificates folder from certificates folder. So let me write just two more statements here. So here first we are making a directory that is app certificates, and then as we already created this certificates folder, right? So it is under hello simple test certificates, and then we are having certificates. So we are saying copy this certificates to this location. And now, if you have not deleted the previously created uh, container and image, maybe I will prefer to delete that, and now let's create a new image and container. So make sure if you will in the your console, if you are running, let me clear this Docker images, you don't see anything, and even same for container as well. You should not have any container as well. Now we can run same command what we used in our previous video to build the Docker image, and before that let me show my current location so that you will understand from which location I am running this command. So I am at this level where we are having this solution files, and we are having this hello docker sample test folder, and under this folder we are having the Docker file. So now let me run command docker build, then in the tag maybe I will say hello docker. Make sure you are giving tag as a lowercase, and then file. So the Docker file is exist under this folder. So let me copy this and paste it here, and I will say hello docker simple test, then docker file, and don't forget to give dot at the last, and let's hit enter. Okay, so I think I should give path like this. Yeah. So now we have successfully created our new image, And we can see that new steps as well, like we can see that it executed that make directory command, and it copied our certificates under the append certificates location. Now let me clear this. So let's move to Microsoft documentation, and here if I will scroll down, I can see a command docker run. So I'm going to take a reference of this same command. So let me copy this and paste it here, and let's modify this command as per our need. So here I should give my image name, my application docker image name. So what is that? We can verify it here with the docker images command. So that is hello docker. So I will say hello docker here. Now next is, instead of this I can give uh, maybe I will say micro service slash spnet. Here I should give the path for the certificate. So if you remember, when in the docker file we have defined the path. So from our solution folder certificates spnet app.pfx, that certificates we are going to copy in this app slash certificates. So let's take this path, and this HTTPS part I can replace with this. So here I should have my certificate, right? Now let's scroll to left side. Here if you remember, when we generated a certificate, we have defined the password. That same password we are going to use here. I added YouTube. Whatever password you added during a certificate generation, you can use same password here. And also we need one more environment variable. If you remember, last time when we created our previous video, we added one environment variable called spnet core underscore environment, and it was saying as a development. And in the last video also we discussed why, because we want to load a Swagger page, and we are having this condition: if it is development mode, then only we are going to show Swagger. So there are two workaround. Maybe one is I will comment out this line if conditions, then Swagger will work in all environment, or I will say run this Docker container as a development environment. So I am defining the ASP.NET Core environment as a development here. If you are not defining anything, it will execute as a production environment. Now we have defined the password as well. Now here we are having this two port 8080 and 8081. So this should be 8081. Similar to this here also I should say 8081, and this one is a 8080. Now we are done. I can copy this command, and let's try to execute this. So it is working now. Let's try to go back to browser and run localhost 8080 with for HTTP, and my Swagger page is working. Now let's copy and paste this and try to run for HTTPS. Port should be 8081 this time, and let me try to hit enter. So great, my page is working with HTTPS also under the Docker. So that's all for this video. I hope you like this video, and please don't forget to share your valuable feedbacks in the comment box. Please don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed it yet, please subscribe. That's all for this video. See you in the next video. Thank you.